Hello everyone, Artemiis back here once again with Pokemon Y. When we last left off, we had just finished Route 15. I went ahead and did a couple of little tasks in Lumio City in particular, and now we're back and we're ready to head on to Route 16 and the Lost Hotel, though not necessarily in that order. So, we are exiting to head east from Lum Berry City once again. And here's a train that we seem to have missed. So let's take a look. Just a Gabite. A rare even battle here. In the meantime, I did super training to fully finish training my Skrelp here. Or Skelp, or whatever it is. It's a particularly slow Pokemon, which seems to be a recurring thread for my team this particular generation. Gabite getting dangerously close to finishing us off with the Dragon Claw there, so we're going to switch out. Gabite doesn't actually seem to have an attack animation from what I can see here. Either that or it's moving at the speed so fast I can't even see it. So we'll go back into the party, switch out the wounded Skelp. With the exception of that Pokemon, our party is more or less hovering at level 50. So here's the end of the first route. And this is why I don't usually ride my bike. I actually have a shiny Patrat on Black 2 or something. Caught on Pokemon White version, if I recall. So here's a hidden cracked wall at the entrance to the Lost Hotel. And we have a Macho Brace. Super Training has supplemented traditional EV point training, so making your Pokemon more stronger by their base values, as the in-game text calls them. But you can still train EVs by fighting wild Pokemon if you like. And this would allow you to do so. So we'll go check out the top floor here first. We'll probably get out the dowsing machine, because there's likely to be a whole lot of hidden items. Starting with X Defense. We're going to ignore the one that's out that way. And down we go. Roller Skater at the entrance hinting that there is the Grand Master Roller Skater somewhere in the Lost Hotel. If you've gone around Lumio City and talked with the 4 pro skaters there, then you should be able to get a super special technique from this guy. Alright, leading with Scrafty. This is a dangerous type matchup, but we may be able to finish it before it comes to hurt us too much. Next up, Sharpedo, a water and dark type. Not something you see not something we've seen in quite a few generations, actually. So we use Rock Smash to strike at its weakness. And Sharpedo using a physical move, which may mean it's knocked out by our Rocky Helmet here. Next up, Poniard, Dark and Steel. So we'll switch back to Napoleon for a powerful Fire-type move. And there we go, that takes care of the first one. We can see an item there that we can't quite access yet. And here's a double battle. Against some rebellious Pokemon trainers, it would appear. Punk couple Zoya and Asa. Your punk ways cannot stand up to the power of the revolution. Alright, we have pure poison type Garbodor and dark fighting Pancham. So we're going to use the powerful Psybeam to strike at Garbodor's special defense. And we'll go ahead and use Rock Smash on Pangoru to hit its dark type. And there's one Pokemon down. Napoleon growing to level 50, balancing out the levels on the team. Followed shortly by Furfru, which is going to hit once, lower defense, and now Furfru is going to be hit with a super effective fighting move, just barely holding on there. So we'll follow up with a double attack. Pangoru is a very powerful Pokemon for those of you who may have considered using Pancham in your parties. It has an unusual evolution method, though. The only way to evolve it is to have Pancham reach like level 32, and then level up while there's another Dark-type Pokemon in your party. What Pokemon is trying to learn Hydro Pump? Ah. This one. Skrelp. And gates barring this hotel here. Was that bookshelf moving? Oh, goodness. There's a Pokemon buried in the trash can. This would be a Trubbish. Brand new method of finding Pokemon here. So we're going to switch to a slightly weaker Pokemon. Actually, I'm not positive if this will work, so let's just try a quick ball really quickly. Luckily, the quick ball is able to end the fight. Looks like the Lost Hotel is, oh goodness. And we've learned the final skating trick, Cosmic Flip. Going off a ledge while doing a drift and dash. Curious. Then we'll go back over here to pick up the item we almost missed before, which is a Twisted Spoon, an item which will increase the power of Psychic-type moves on the Pokemon it's given. There's also a Rock Smash wall, so we'll quickly hit that. Getting us a new TM, 95 Snarl, a move typically associated with Zoroark. And we're backing out of this place. Oh, it looks like there are also wild Pokemon encounters on the ground. Such as one of my personal favorite Pokemon of all time, Electrode. I have a meaty collection of these guys. And we're backing out, retracing our steps, seeing where else we might be able to look. Looks like this person is going to have Poison-type Pokemon, Arbok and Seviper, the snakes. Punk Girl Gina. Leading with the relatively weak Poison-type Seviper, so once again, we'll start with Psybeam for a super effective stab hit, which is enough to instantly down Seviper. And the follow-up is Arbok. Trying to cut Delphox's attack, but Delphox is a specially attacking Pokemon, so it's not going to have much effect here. In fact, it's not going to have any effect at all. Your toxic tactics have failed you. The Punk Girl calling out our strong Pokemon at a good 12 levels above hers there. Next up, we have the item Smoke Ball. When held, this item will allow your Pokemon to escape from wild Pokemon fights without fail. Next up, Magneton. This Pokemon is resistant to Psychic, so it should be able to resist Psybeam. So we'll hit it once. And follow up with a Quick Ball. Successfully catching the Pokemon. Now I'm going to try something briefly before we exit here. There was one pair of roller skaters who actually rose to meet us. And it's possible if we exit and enter again, they'll reset and allow us to pass farther. So we'll quickly try that out. It was these two. Nope, that's not going to work. So we need to exit the Lost Hotel and head down to Route 16, where we'll be able to continue advancing. This would actually be quite a decent place to train your special attack EVs. Magnemite gives 2 values in that point. And we're out of the Lost Hotel. But that's only half the episode, friends. We still have... Some of the music in this game particularly reminds me of other series. For example, this makes me think of Zelda quite a bit. I'm really not sure where this particular item finder is pointing. Oh well. Anyway, we are going onward here. Down to Route 16, where we immediately need strength. To access the ending. Which is something to keep in mind if you're coming here from Lumio City. You must take Route 15 first so you can unlock the exit. And it does look like the Pokemon spread is pretty similar, so... Max Revive, a very useful item. And back we go into the Lost Hotel. This time from the opposite side we were before. Multiple cracked walls to break indicates the presence of a likely item finder item. And here's another punk trainer. Leading with Dunsparce, of all Pokemon. So we're going to crush it with Psyshock first of all. And see if that's enough. Which it is. And now we're going to replace Psybeam with Psychic for an increase in base power. Continue breaking these walls in case of hidden items or TMs. Yep, there's one. A Dread Plate, a item which will increase the power of ghost type moves. Quickly taking the alternative route. Looks like a bit of a maze. Ponyard showing up once again. And we'll catch this trainer so we can stop him in a place where he won't block our path. This one, Jacques, apparently has two Pokemon. Skuntank being the first. Skuntank with Dark-type moves and Sucker Punch actually has a type advantage over us, but as usual, we're going to assume the trainer won't think to use that, and we're going to take it down. Next up, Crawdaunt, a Water-type Pokemon, Water and Dark, which makes it a horribly poor choice for Napoleon with a doubly bad type matchup. So we will switch to Blastoise. Evolving into Mega Blastoise to do our dirty work. And leading with the super effective Power-Up Punch, which surprisingly is not enough to take down Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt using Knockoff, which is unable to knock off our Blastoise Ignite. That would have been a very curious strategy otherwise. It's possible you may be able to knock off Blastoise Ignite and similar Mega Stones if the Pokemon is not Mega Evolved yet. So if you have a strong enough Pokemon, this may be a valid strategy. Clearly encountering another dead end here, and running into Klefki, a rare Pokemon from the last route. Take a detour over here, fight another trainer. It's a kitty bonfire today, friends. And unsurprisingly, we uncover another hidden item, Protector. This is an item which will, when held by a Rhydon and the Rhydon is traded, will evolve it into Rhyperior, a rather powerful Pokemon from Generation 4. And the Magneton is back. And that is nearly the end of the Lost Hotel. So we're going to hop into our bag. Quickly use a Super Repel. And fight the last train. Oh. And finally we get TM Fling, which allows your Pokemon to fling its held item at the opponent. Or your ally, as the skater points out. There are some interesting tactics possible. So that finishes up the Lost Hotel, but it does not finish up Route 16, which we have up till now ignored for the most part. Route 16 is clearly overrun with grass and skaters. So we'll take care of a few of these scrubs. And remember, this route is actually leading back to Lumio City. Before we get to the next town, we could get to the next town theoretically right now. This is just, you could have taken either of these two routes. It's important to be able to have the option there. Delcatty taken down, beautiful Pokemon. And next up we have Swanna. Flying in water, so not a terribly great type matchup here. But hopefully we can take it out very simply with a return, as usual. And continue. So that was that skater's route. Looks like Cut is making a shortcut here. we'll avoid using another repel for right now until we can kind of see what's going on. And we have Pumpkaboo, a new Pokemon which you can actually catch in 4 different sizes. It's a ghost type with decent physical defense, so we'll try Psyshock against it. Just in time for Halloween. And clearly these ultra-tall this ultra-tall grass, reminiscent of the Hoenn region, is going to be just chock full of Pokemon. So, I'm going to use another Super Repel and finish exploring the route here. And we'll go ahead and cut the video, and I'll be back in just a couple of minutes to continue on to the next town. Thanks for watching.